Hey, I'm back. It's your favourite person. Warehouse was suggested about 50 million times, so yeah. Probably nobody in my clan knows how to play a warehouse. I despise this map. I'd rather shit in my own hands and clap than play this on a daily, but we will go through it. Um, It's 8v8 to 12v12. Usually the ideal is going to be 12v12 like Ordana, but it is a bit more flexible than Ordana. But yeah, so 12v12, first to 1200 usually. You can actually change the score for the max, so it could be 800 sometimes, or some neeks will do 600 with the real low ratios, but it'll be 12v12, first to 1200, simple. You've got 5 terms. So you've got hanger, left mid, right mid, a gate, and fucking far right. Of course, opposite if you're on the defending team. But yeah. Okay. Um, 5 stops to go. Let's start with hanger. Why not? We'll start left to right. Now there's gonna be 2 ways to get to hanger. You can go through your door and go to funnel. This way, I believe, is quicker, but a lot more risky. Especially if they're holding. Because if you're here, you're going to get angled from there, from there, from there, from there, every fucking where, as you come in. And you're basically a sitting duck. Unless you overpower them in skill and pure muscle of people, you're getting killed in funnel. But it's good to get there. Then you've also got mid. So mid, you sort of need to go around here. Best way, going across the crate. And then you can go in your door, or you can cross and go there. There, you can sort of walk up and sort of fight that. And you can sort of sandwich them, really. And there's another way that I actually forgot about because nobody even uses it. You can technically go under through this corridor and it'll pop you out here. And then you can sort of take the ladders. Especially if they got people down there you fucked. It's real easy to see and it's not done much. You can try it now and again, but it's not the greatest if I'm honest. But yeah, the term's gonna be here. When you're overextending, when you're holding, usually around here is a nice place to hold. You want to hold their funnel, but you also want quite a few people on their side, because that's most likely where they're going to push. Well, there's a few on your side, just for a bit of cover. Now, if that gate door's open, you need to stay to the sides and out of the way of that. So holding, like, the back of the crates here is always nice. Or just holding deeper in funnel. Even holding here. But that sort of eliminates holding around here. And place is similar. Can you actually get behind here? Okay, no, you can't. Yeah. You're going to want to watch for both doors, really. Otherwise, ideally a leader want to be set up. Probably about here is usually my favourite spot too, or here. I mean, as a leader, you need to be in a spot where you're not going to get shot immediately when someone gets in. And you're going to be able to see all the doors, so you've got a nice angle there. Ideally, you want a mic here, and probably a mic watching both of those doors, sitting here. 2 mics will do, but I mean, you only really need yourself. Yeah, when they come in funnel, you need to be surrounding, healing as well, and just shoot them as they come up, shoot them when they're down there. If there's anyone holding back and healing, beam them. Yeah, just get picks from there. It's just a really simple one to hold. However, you are also going to want a few people gate. Usually 2 or 3 gate is the best to do. I mean, it's a nice environment. If you got 2 here, maybe 3, fine. I'd probably say 2 in my opinion. with control over the door, which I can't open, but yeah, that'll open the big garage door there to the left side. And yeah, you sort of hold this, but then you also have the crossfire of if this door's open, especially you can beam. But yeah, this door's really important. If you have term, you want it closed. If you don't, you want it open. Um, but yeah, that is Hanger pretty much. It's very, very simple. Like a Hanger on Ordana, which I have done, you kind of just need someone rotating. When it's time to rotate, have somebody rotate over here. Just as like a generic thing. Um, if it's left mid, you'll have someone here anyway, probably. Yeah. Just have people rotating, it's one of the harder ones to get. Furthest away from civilization, so you'll get some nice bits there. Right, we'll move across, we'll do left mid. Now, both of the mids are where you're going to need a bit of a split. Now, in a 12v12, you're going to want a gate and half your team here. But yeah, so yeah, you're going to want probably a 6 and 6, maybe even a 7 and 5 gate if need. I'd probably a 6 and 6. So you're going to want half your team here, who can then will shoot for you on turn. Probably just mainly holding your side to watch the flank, get a mic there, but then can also overextend to stop them. But yeah, ideally, gate, you just kind of want to sit your side and shoot. If they overextend, they're fucked. If they're going for turn, they're fucked. If they're just walking up, they're fucked a bit. Ideally, you sort of have a mic here as well to call pushes for that, and you're with your mid team. Usually it's going to be your better people on there, but yeah. You need some light shooting on left mid, not much. However, there's this lovely thing, you've got to go through the crack and back. Block's best for it. You just need someone of your shitters to go, cap, and back immediately. Quick as possible, just go, cap, and get back. This one's a lot easier to catch if you have someone like in the crack. They can catch them pretty easy as long as not everyone's shooting, but yeah. Should be a repeated process of going through that crack, trying to get your teammate back and just hold him. It's a very wishy-washy passy thing. Now, you can have like one or two people, so you could have, instead of 5 and 5 splits, a 5 there, and then 2 on hanger. Especially if you've got a very skill team and you're willing to overextend. Have a team come through mid here, and they're mainly going to be holding there. So if you've got a team there, you can push out, and then even then your team can overextend. Like, if you've got an angle here, like, you can overextend that. So if your team overextends, and then as they're overextending, these two peek out, that's major picks, and you're really helping your team there. So if you're a team who want to overextend and want to play that fluid sort of style, and have quite a skilled and competent team, you can have two people there come out, and then you can try and overextend it. And then you can sort of hold up here and shoot back at gate, and your gate team can also overextend. And then you can get a lovely little spawn trap. Or you can just go kill them for the fun of it and go back. These lot don't even have to overextend. This could be a distraction, maybe a pick or two. Try go for the same target, whoever's on the furthest side. But yeah. If you can get a pick here, that could be really good in the long run, because if they've got 6 people, you've just killed one, they've got 5, you know, on even numbers. If you kill their dude going there, they're on 4, and then that's less to reinforce, and then you can keep on going for term as well. Then you can sustain yourself longer. Yeah. So that's left mid, actually. That's pretty simple. There's literally nothing much to it. Right mid. This is probably, like, the most famous point. That and gate, but yeah. This is, like, one of the infamous points. Now, you're going to want a large majority of your team going gate. I'd even say all 12 people need to go gate. here's what's going to happen. You can have people overextending by going hangar and then playing for their lot. So you could have maybe 2 people doing that and overextend, or 1 person doing that and overextending mid, like this. That's always a good thing to do. I genuinely have your full team go gate, and you'd have, and basically I've done it before, and I'm like, okay, you drop, and they drop, they'd heal, they'd go for turn, they'd kill anyone there, and they'd hold here. If they fail, we send 2 more people just to clear it. Ideally, you should be holding here, but I mean, I see people going here. What's safer? You tell me. If they've got an enemy team there, let's say they've got 10 people here and 2 people here, they have turn. What's safer? Going, oh, I'm just going to go up here, oh, and I'm there. You're going to get beamed. Somebody's going to be hanging off the side of that and just going to beam you as you walk up. And even if you get there, you're still going to get beamed as you go. And even this person might go, overextend, boom, dead. Or is it safer to stay out of the enemy eye line, stay out the eye line, and then you're going on the drop? I mean, there's a lot less time you're visible, plus some of that time, about a third of that time, you're on a drop, which is harder to track. So, yes, it might be a little bit slow to go up these stairs and then drop, but you can rally better, less visible, you're a lot safer, and you can go into that duel a lot more health and overextend. You don't need a set team, in my opinion, but you just need comp. Yeah, you good people should probably be here. What your team also needs to be doing is watching mid. Watching these doors too. And just watch mid. Because it literally takes, if your team's sitting there, it takes 1 little extension here for your team to be fully exposed. And without cover. And if you go here, you get picked from above. If you go here, you're even more vulnerable. If you go here, you're just going to get picked off from there as well. So your mid team needs to be watching that, and you also need to be watching that too. It's the responsibility of the people on term to be watching 3 angles. People dropping from there, people doing the climbing strat or going there, and an overextension on mid. If you zoom out, you can watch the mid, but then your gate team should also be shooting. Now your gate team is also very fundamental to this. So, your gate team can go take gate, and then overextend there. You can overextend down the side. Your gate team also have a duty to extend and defend the extension. Because if their team overextends, they can kill your people on turn there. Really, really easy. So if you can, like, if they're sat there, if you can call a push, like take gate and then overextend, even you here, you're distracting them. You're like taking their concentration out, and if you push, especially if you've got more numbers, even you could do that and then shoot that and then drop. Even if you just go to kill those people, then your team drop and you just retreat. That's perfect. You've got a load of people off spawn. You've killed the people on term, so it's an easy picks. You've allowed your term team to get there and hold it. And you've really delayed them. If you can even keep a few better people, or you can even just keep your team here, which I wouldn't recommend, and just beam them. Or just sort of hold the side angle and do the same. But I'd probably take it and go back. You don't need to do it if your team is, like, in control of this point a lot. If they're now and again sending someone to drop, you don't need to really do it. However, if they definitely have control and you keep on dropping and they keep on countering, then you should try an overextension. By definition, insanity is trying the same thing over and over again. So there's no harm in trying to overextend if you can't get it. You might get overextended back, lose that, and then you get spawn camped. But that's not the point. But yeah. Lovely. That's right mid. Now we're going to go on to gate. Gate is very, very simple. Okay? soon as it rotates, anybody near should take gate. Because it is the hardest to retake. Now, there's a lot of buildings, and even I describe them as like, oh, it's like gate at warehouse. This is like a major spot. However, a lot of those have 3 doors. This has 2. This is like, it's a simple 2 thing. You can watch both sides. Ideally, you need to body block, stop them coming in. But then you also need people in corners. So if you can get beams in the corners, if you can just sit really deep in a corner and then just beam as they come in, you're fine. You need to body block both doors. One thing I'm going to tell you now, please do not fucking leave the terminal room. If there's somebody here, don't fucking ego and kill him. Just stay inside. Unless you've got like 3 people rushing one dude. But if they've got like 2 people here, don't fucking try solo them. Don't. No. Get back in there. Because you're going to die. And you're actually going to get more stats from sitting inside, waiting, and then sitting in this corner and beaming. But yeah, have a few people in corner, on the walls. Even here's, like, not bad, because they're not really focusing. Try stay out their eye line. Then also have the rest of your team body blocking doors. Makes it harder to get in. Yeah, make sure to call it, and don't leave. Please don't leave. It's very, very simple. Like I said, there's also this button for far left as well. That'll open the door and close it as well. After a little cooldown, you can press it again. It's just this button that works. The other 2 I don't think work. Unless the updated Surge. And then yeah. That's gate. But it's very, very simple. It's not a hard map, if I'm honest. Yeah. Finally. Far right. Actually, probably my favourite bit on this map. A lovely little turn here. And yeah. Now there's going to be 2 bits. Now you can either go through hallway, which is the less recommended bit to do. If you have a few people flanking, it can be great. Well, yeah. And then yeah, you can fight. However, you should probably just come in gate. So you can hold up here. There's so many pushes you can do. I've done like triple fakes before. It's stupid shit ever. Please don't do that. But you can overextend gate. Kill these lot and go. They're probably gonna have people on this side anyway, just waiting. So you can overextend gate and go. You could drop bottom. Those are your 2 main ways, really. Overextend this way, or just forget about the people over there. When you come in top, you need to split. Yes, you can run, dive, jump, and then go play bottom. What you kind of need to do is kind of... you can walk down sides, that's one way you can do it. However, they're going to be set up on the sides. Come here. That's probably your best bet, honestly. Literally jump here, and then jump around the corner and beam. Especially a better play should be doing that. And yeah. Literally top, you just need to fight them. It's not great, because they're going to be holding on sides. But yeah, they might have someone hallway, but probably not. Pushing in bottom is a different story. Now, I play bottom passively. You need to watch behind you at all times. Now, I play bottom by capping and just not going up the stairs. Now, you can go up the stairs and try fight them, but a bit risky. And your angle. Now, I usually do the really stupid method, which never works, and I should definitely change it. And one person gets turn, and we all just sit here, really. And we just sort of zoom out, and we wait until someone slams on us, or they walk down, and then we just go recap turn again. Just see how long we can sit here for the fun of it, and hope that we get picks. And in the case they, like, keep on pushing, the best case scenario, you get a shit clan, and they'll push one by one by one. And you just keep farming them, and then there'll be like 6 people left against your 12, you just walk them down. Yeah. This spot's better against shitter clans, but yeah, you do need to watch behind you, because it's very, very simple for them to literally walk out, drop their side. And while they've got a flank, and it's even quicker if they're sat here, which is why I'd probably overextend gate and then drop. Yeah, very very simple. And a hallway as well can just push and pretty much do similar things, swing and that, and you can commit or you can just go back and hope. Yeah, in terms of holding, it's very simple. Just set up here, so you've got an angle on both sides, and set up here. Just have like a good few people on each side, and then have like one person watch hallway. Whether that's like, I don't know where they sit, but they could sit here. Even just climb up here and sit on their side, especially if they've got headless. Stupid angle. I probably wouldn't sit here, but yeah. Hold top, wait for them to come in, and yeah. Your off spawn should be waiting. And what I'd probably say is you've got to follow in behind them. If they push you out, you've got to run. If they don't push you out, you go straight in behind them and you press them. However, they're probably going to come for you. If they come through gate, best case scenario. If they come top, that's good. If they come bottom, that's probably worst case. You've got to basically evade them. If they start coming over the top and they're coming for you, I'd probably just drop down and you will probably bait one or two of them. Your objective is to get into base. They're pushing through gate, you just go in main. Or just drop bottom again. Probably just drop bottom, honestly. If they go in bottom, then get ready to drop. But if they start making the way over there, just go in top. Simple. Reinforcing, you could go hallway. Especially if they're pushing you out with numbers every time. But, like, if you got a decent few people here, if they go in top, just follow them in top and you get picks. Because, yes, again, like I said, you're in the blind angle, you're behind them, they're not going to see. Like what I said on left mid. Like, they might know you're there, they might not know you're there, but you'll just get an angle on them. Take them by surprise. Yeah, that is warehouse. One thing I will do is rotations. Now, your rotations are really key. Like, really, really key, because that's going to determine your success. If you can rotate well, you get turn first, so you're going to get, like, if you get a rotation first every time, and you get, like, 10 seconds every time, and then they push you out, you're going to get, like, minimum 100 points. That's game-changing scores. Like, if you're getting 100 to 200 points, just from rotations, you're winning that. Plus, it's easier to hold if you've rotated first. Like, if you've rotated with numbers before them, like, it's harder for them to take. So rotations are key. On hangar, your objective should be coming out of doors. Ideally, you take their door, and you try basically push them out. Your best case scenario is it's mid, but you've got to rotate through. Just try coming through outdoors, try take out anybody like sitting gate, and then sort of retreat to your side. If you've not got many, just come out your door, play it safe. If it's left mid, perfect, you're in that position, you take their side, you take turn, and then you hold back. Gate team has actually overextended, you can look up, but yeah. I'd probably say overextend the side, come back. If it's mid here, you can do the exact same thing and just run them down, and then send a few people to potentially overextend their stairs, or just go back to your stairs. Playing it safe is sometimes 10 times better than playing it risky, but if your risks come off, phenomenal. Yeah. If it's gate, I'd probably overextend one of the stairs. Their stairs, if it's clear, just probably go your stairs, honestly. And then, yeah, I'd just try get across to anywhere, but yeah. Ideally, cool. But yeah, ideally, if it's right side and you're stuck here, you kind of reset. Actually, no, don't reset, but you've got a W hold or just reset. If you're getting held, then just leave and just go again. If you're from left mid, ideally you kind of need someone dropping in. Like, you're probably going to get shot crossing here, but if you're smart enough, Especially if you've got like 2 people, you'll be able to take that easy. Rest of your team should be rotating, ready for either another mid rotation or a gate rotation. And then you adjust to. Yeah. Both of these, your gate team should be diving into gate and nowhere else. So, actually, yeah, we'll do right mid actually, but yeah, your right mid team should then be probably rotating off. Probably coming behind here for a bit of cover and just trying to rotate here, and then come back, or just try to go through the doors. You're closer. Because it'll rotate by the time you're about here, probably, so you'll either take that, or you'll know it's there, so you rotate through. For all 3 of these, your gate team should take gate. Just please, even no matter where you're holding, as soon as it says rotate, if you're gate, you go inside. And you just you can also kind of like pre-fire the door a little bit. Just walk up, take corners, body block doors, and just wait for reinforcements. So your gate team goes in, the rest of your team rotates right. And also a bit left. After it's gate, you can sort of send somebody to go bottom if need be, but I'd probably not hedge your bets on it. I'd probably start rotating left. This one you can be a little bit slower on. If you have it, I'd probably push out for a second, take off spawn, see where it rotates to, while also have somebody running left. Especially because if it's this right side, you win that well easy. And if it's if it's right mid, you're good. So you've got a 50-50 chance of being in a perfect position where you don't need to move. Then the other 50% you need to be running left. Yeah. And then when it's here, you probably just need to rotate out. Ideally, come out of this top door. You can overextend the side if you got numbers, or if not, just take your own side. And by the time you're here, if you can get in gate, but I'd actually say probably not get in gate and then just start crossing or just wait for it. Yeah. If your team's losing though, and you're rotating off spawn, your priority should be left and right, no matter where you are. So hangar, have somebody go left through funnel, and also have somebody on the other side going through corridor to reinforce. If they're off spawn. So if you say off spawn's reinforced, someone should be going left, someone should be going right. And that'll give you the maximum coverage. Everybody else should then be going gate, because from gate, you've got the most angles you'll need. Gate will cover 1, 2, 3, 4. Won't cover far left. If it's far right, you've already got someone to cap. If it's far left, you can rotate across. So, yeah. Rotations are key. Please rotate. It's not as heavy of a rotation map, apart from if it's gate. And right side, really. And hangar. Yeah, especially mid, it's not as much heavy rotation, but yeah. Make sure you are rotating. And please, leaders, assign positions beforehand. And try and make sure you have a gate team and a mid team, and they know where to go. Okay, this one's a little bit less than last time, 28 minutes. Most of the end of it's just me talking about rotations. Yeah, this one will probably get more watch. See, I've opened up a clan, Imperial Crusaders. I'll link it in description. Yay. But yeah. Shit. Thanks for watching. If there's anything I missed, because I'm not an expert at this map and I do not like playing it much, leave it in the comments or just DM me if you know me. Or just anything, just because I want to be informed of stuff, even if it's not in the video. Or just put it in the comments and then everyone can see. Yeah. Any suggestions on maps I should do next? Comments, or there's a thread thing in my polls channel in my clan for things, so I'll be looking through that a little bit. But yeah. Next one will probably be Caravan. I'll probably do 2 separate ones for raiding and defending, or I might just do it in one. But yeah, thank you for watching this. Almost 30 minutes. I hope you had it on 1.5 times speed. I really do. Yeah, that's my in-depth warehouse guide. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye bye.